Hey everyone, Near Mint Nerd here on the I Got Issues channel. I'm coming at you today with a little bit of a comic hack. Something a little new here. And the reason I'm doing this is because I actually just discovered this myself. And you know, I know all you veterans out there, all you comic guys who have been doing this for 40 years, you know this. Of course you do. I too have been a collector since I was 13 years old. I don't want to date myself, but about almost 30 years ago. But I didn't know this. I had no idea. It only came into relevance, I guess, in the last 20 years. But the idea is that there's been times when I've come home with what I thought was a great buy, only to open up the comic and discover that the comic was a second print. Or to pass over what I thought was a regular issue, only to later discover that it was a variant, a rare variant, that wasn't labeled on the comic, as sometimes it is. And sometimes second printings, third printings are on the cover. Actually, a lot of times, but not always. And I've been burned by this before. And so now I can go into any comic store, any sale store. You know, the comics are in bags. It's not always like convenient to open the bags, especially if it's something you think is really cheap, because then you don't want to draw attention to it, right? That's the worst, is like, can I open this bag? And they're like, oh, why is he doing that? Let me get my Overstreet, and then there goes like your stealth buy. But the worst is when you get that stealth buy home and it's a second print. That happened to me, I think, on the first appearance of Miles Morales. I thought I was getting a great deal on it. I got it home, opened it up, second print. Oh, burn. Okay, guys, all the information you're ever gonna need is right here. It's right here on the barcode. You're never gonna need anything else. You never gotta open a bag again. Now, this only works on the modern barcode comics that take place, after Marvel did their direct, they used to have the little pictures of the heroes in the corner. But then in the 90s, about the mid-90s, they switched it back over, and then it just said direct edition. And that's still what you have. So any comic from Marvel or DC, and a lot of independents as well, that have the barcode on them, you can easily identify variant covers. You can easily identify what print it is, very simply. And I'm going to show you that now. Here we go, right over here. All right, guys, let me show you how to read the barcode on a comic book to know if a comic is a second print, a variant cover, and in some instances, even confirm what issue number it is. So for our sample book here, we're going to use the new Iceman, also because I want to show off this beautiful Scotty Young cover. Isn't that great? Now, right here next to the barcode, it says this is a #1 variant edition. That's very helpful. But it doesn't give you the information about how many variants. This is a #1. How many variants are on this? Also, it doesn't tell you if this is a second print, if it's a second print. It's not, but I'm going to show you everything you need to know. If it didn't say variant edition here, there's an even faster way to know. So let's look at this barcode here. Now, the number we're going to be looking at is the smaller code here. See this? It's a 5-digit code, 00151. Okay? It's the same on any comic you get. That there's a long code, and then there's the shorter code down here. Okay? On all modern books. So, 00151. We're going to just take one little quick break. First things first, always make sure your marker works before you start the video. Duh. Okay, so the 5-digit code on this one is 00151. Okay, we're going to break that number down a little bit more. We're going to break it into 3, 1, and 1. So 001, 5, and 1. Those are the relevant numbers on the comic code. 001, the issue number. Okay? The number 5. This is what tells you if it's a variant or not. If this is a number 1, then it's not a variant. It's the normal cover. Anything above a 1 is a variant. Okay? So what we get from this is that this is the number 5 cover. So we know that there's at least 4 other Iceman covers out there. And this is number 5, the Scotty Young. And this number right here tells you what print the book is. It's a number 1, so it's a first print. Pretty simple, right? Now, every single comic essentially says the same information. There are a few exceptions, and I'm going to show you those in just a second as I quickly do what I should have done before I started and prepare a new piece of paper. Oh my goodness, here we go. Okay, so for example, now let's take a look at this Animal Man right here. Okay, now it's we look at the code. We're looking for the small code, the small 5-number code. Upside down is not helpful, but here we go. And as it comes into focus, we can see the code is 00112. All right? 00112. So what we know from this Animal Man is that it's the first issue. It's the first cover, but it is a second print. Okay? So when you see this, don't get excited and go, oh my gosh, the new 52 Animal Man's out. Woohoo! Oh my gosh, they're only asking $1. I'm going to make a fortune. Nope. Second print, guys. And, just to be fair, second prints can be just as or even more valuable than a first print, depending on the print run. The other way to tell this is a second print, of course, is the background color is different. But you know what? Casual comics fans won't know that the reprints for the new 52 number 1s were red background. And there is nothing else on here anywhere that tells you that this is a second print. Okay? So now you can take a look at that easily at that code and know it's a second print. What else do we have here? We have a 642. This is Fantastic Four. We can see by the code 64231. What does that tell us? That this is issue 642. It's the 3rd cover, so it's definitely a variant edition. It is written here, but it doesn't tell you how many covers there are. So we know that there's at least one other variant out there if you're a completist. And it is a first print. Now, here is where it can get a little confusing. For instance, we have these 100th anniversary books. This is The Avengers. This is Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, you'll notice that both of these are number 1s. Number 1, number 1. But if you look at the code, you're going to see, if I ever put it right side facing up, then it says 00421. Wait, number 4? That's not number 4, it's a number 1. Well, the way it works with these books is that because these are 100th anniversary specials, that all these specials were just assigned a number. This one here was assigned the number 5. Okay, so I'm not sure how many of these books they put out, these number 1s, but they were all listed as number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so the difference between this one is that if you look at that barcode again, you'll see that this is a variant cover. You'll see it's 004 and then a 2, which is the variant number, and it's a first print. Whereas this one, if you look, you'll see 00511. It's the 5th 100th anniversary book. Even though it's a number 1, it's the 5th in a series, but it is the first cover, and it is a first print. You'll find the same thing on annuals sometimes, especially linked annuals. It'll say, even if it's like annual number 23, it'll say, it might say 005. because it's the 5th annual in that set of annuals, especially if the annuals are linked in any way. So a lot of times they'll put out, the fifth week special books like they did recently with, Harley Quinn and some of the others with the Hanna-Barbera properties, the team-up books. Those, I don't have them handy, but I'm sure those were like, even though they were number ones, they would have been listed in the number of special issue that they actually were. All right, guys, I think you get the point. You'll never, ever go to a comic shop again and look through that plastic that you're not allowed to open and wonder if something is a second print or wonder if it's a variant. You no longer have to ask anybody. The information is right there at your fingertips. I hope you enjoyed this. I didn't know this information. And, maybe I'm the dummy and, you guys are all like, what? This guy's just figuring this out now? I'm sure that's the case. You guys are savvy. You guys know all this. I didn't know. There must be a few of you that didn't know. So this is for you guys, okay? Thanks so much, guys. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I want to give a shout out to my friend Comics John. I buy a lot of comics from him. He's the one that pointed this out to me. I have to admit, I felt kind of foolish not knowing. So I want to pass that information on to you. Okay, guys, I'm going to pass you back now to the Near Mint Nerd on the other side. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope this hack helped you. I'm sure a lot of you already knew it and you're like, ugh, why is this guy boring us with this lame stuff? And I get it, but if you're like me and you didn't know, now you do. I can't wait to go to the comic store and find all those variant covers I didn't even know about. So there you have it. Thanks guys, thanks for watching. If you like this, please like it. Please hit subscribe, hit the little bell so that you can get all my videos. I do a lot of hauls. I do some Wednesday local comic shop stuff, a couple of reviews. I don't really do reviews too often because I'm not a very good reviewer because it's just like, oh, I like this. I like it a lot. It's kind of like boring because I really do find a lot to love about comics, even bad ones. I kind of like, there's something to love there. I know it. Okay, guys. Thanks so much. Please hit subscribe, as I said. I'm going to see you again. I'm the Near Mint Nerd. This is the I Got Issues channel. Love you all, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.